Hi, my name's Cosmo. Welcome to my channel and my very first Sims 4 Let's Play video. I'm really excited to show you my witchy sim story using the Fairies vs. Witches mod by Spinningplumbobs. Now without further ado, let's start. So, this is Tessia and her daughter Lyra. Right now, they're just enjoying a quiet moment together, and I feel like this is the perfect time to share a little more about who she is and how she got here. Tessia is originally from Chestnut Ridge. She grew up in foster care and aged out without any family to rely on. For a while, she bounced around, sleeping on couches and just surviving. Then she met Ambrose. He was charming, older, mysterious, and he introduced her to a side of herself she didn't even know existed: witchcraft. At first, for lack of a better word, it was magical. But things got dark. I won't get into all of it right now, but let's just say it left a permanent scar. So when Tessia realized she wasn't safe anymore, she packed what little she could, took Lyra, and escaped. Now she's here trying to rebuild a peaceful life, starting her own farm, and being a single mother to Lyra. Okay, so now that that little backstory is done, I'm going to let Lyra hang out here under the shade while Tessia tends to the garden and does some of her daily chores. Okay, so this is Inca. She helped Tess and Lyra escape. Ironically, she was a gift from Ambrose, but she was too precious for Tess to leave behind. I just want to give her some neck scratches because she is so adorable. I love her so much. I also love the personality the horses have in this game. So, let's give her one more pat. Alright. She's so cute. Yeah. So I did create a little barn over here for Inca and my cow Bluebell. I do want to go over here and hang out with her so I can get some milk, but I just have to let her out of my inventory. For whatever reason, the mod I'm using for free range always puts the cow in my inventory whenever I leave the lot. Okay, so this is Bluebell. She's an elder cow. I'm going to give her a lot of love and see if we can get some milk from her. Tess is an animal enthusiast, so she's gonna have better luck with befriending animals. Let's see.
Tibo Manza Zimonis Arrow.
Okay. Let's socialize. Ask how to befriend cow plants.
Deroyo Blish. Kipuna Skuno.
Okay. So now she's probably ready to be milked. I love how none of the milk is making it in the bucket. But you can tell that it's getting fuller. It's just going straight to the ground. Okay, so here's our mini sheep. I only plan on getting one sheep and one goat for now at least. Having more than two can get pretty chaotic fast, so... and I already have enough animals to deal with, so... Let's bottle feed her first. She is jumping for joy for some milk. Absolutely adorable. Okay, so let's get the goat out. Oh, wait. Let me name this one first. Your name is Poppy. That's cute. Okay, so now let's get this one out.
Zimpo Kwa.
Peekaboo.
Pekabushi.
I love that interaction. Okay, so let's bottle feed this one too, just so we can start off with positive interactions all around. It's really adorable how both their tails wag when they're getting fed. It's so cute. The drool. Name her before we go. Bert. Yeah, she looks like a bird. Okay, so I just collected some eggs. One of them is actually hatchable, so I'll put it in there to incubate, and I'll put the other ones in the fridge. Let's go down. And while I'm at it, I'll put some stray produce that was in our inventory earlier. Okay. Now, oh, there's a little rabbit over there. Okay. I think let's interact with him first. I think I'm just gonna name him Dave. Yeah. And let's name the others. First, let's interact with them so we can build up a relationship. And I'll name this one there. And there's no particular reason why I'm choosing these names. I just think they fit. They fit the way they look. You know?
Wavu Ruskan Lampima? Muchi Pichi?
Okay. This is Kentucky. Let's see how she felt about that.
Fonzel Yadraz.
Well, look at that. Kentucky liked her name. I don't know why Popeyes had such a problem. Okay, let's scatter these feed around. Let's get them fed. I'm missing one. I'm missing a chicken. Where are you? There she is. I need to name her too. Okay. Let's name her right away. And I'll name her Church. Your name's Church. Okay, so now I'm gonna get started on the garden. Do I need this? Yeah, I guess, since that's good for keeping bugs away. Yeah, hassle-free fertilizer. I'll just get this one and this. Nope, change your mind. I just want one of these. Okay, so now we have to purchase some oversized crops because this. And I'll get 2 of each of everything except for the pumpkins because they're not in season. I'll get pumpkins when it's around fall time. I want to fill all of these garden patches with oversized crops. I used to think gardening was boring, and I still think that, but it's also kind of relaxing to watch. Honestly, my only experience with it was, and I might be severely dating myself here, but it was one of those games on Facebook called Farmland or Farmville or whatever, and I really hate, well, strongly dislike those click and play games where you just click and you have to wait for, let's say, 30 real world minutes, but my friend begged me to play so she could get gifts. It was just awful, and I personally got no fulfillment from those games. And I definitely much rather see an avatar I created do the planting and watch them progressively grow, see their process. And even though this game doesn't have all that good of a planting system, I guess I should say, it's pretty inconsistent. Excuse you, Inca. Can you Why are you back stomping on my crops, ma'am? Stop. I love you anyway.
Finuza.
Did you see the little shimmy? She's adorable. She's cute and she knows it. Also, y'all, this moodlet popped up. Okay, so it says cut it off with toxic X from breaking off negative romance. Being the one to put an end to a chaotic relationship has really given Tessia a boost. So that's definitely referencing what happened with Ambrose, and she got a confidence boost from getting away from him. Because even though their relationship started very romantic and sweet, it soon turned into something more like a mentor-student relationship when he started teaching her magic. And to me, that's already kind of a red flag, because personally I feel like, well, first of all, there's nothing wrong with learning a new skill from a romantic partner in itself. It could be a good way to learn something together, teach each other something new, and that in itself is fine. But when it comes to the context of a man, or anyone really, that wants to teach you, quotation marks, and wants to be your romantic partner, and is also significantly older than you are, most of the time they just want to mold and control you to be something of their ideal person, and taking advantage of your lack of experience in these types of relationships. I feel like relationships should be equal, where people are learning different things from each other and growing as people together. But with their relationship in particular, there was a clear imbalance, and Ambrose had a goal of teaching her only what he wanted her to know. Okay, so Lyra sounds really upset right now, so I'm gonna have Tessia comfort her, and okay. For some reason, there's a routing issue here. I'll figure that out later, and I'm just gonna teleport her over here. I'll figure it out later. There you go. Okay, pick her up, please. Okay. I think she was just a little lonely. Also, Lyra has the wiggly trait, and I think that's actually the reason why she gained the quirk hates being held. So she does love her mom. She just doesn't like being restrained. So I'm just gonna comfort her a little bit. Give her some cuddles and a kiss. The kiss interaction is my favorite. I love it so much. It is so adorable. Aww.
Bertum. Yellow.
Okay, so we are in the greenhouse. I want Tess to get some alchemy practice in today. She's also been getting back into magic. Not really spells or anything like that, but just alchemy for now. Brewing potions that help with energy, gardening, maybe even some luck potions. Like I said in the beginning, I'm using the Fairies vs. Witches mod by Spinningplumbobs, and they're basically known for dropping entire game packs, essentially for Occults, and I just adore and appreciate them because I simply would have been bored out of my mind with the Occults without them in this game. So special thanks to Spinningplumbobs for adding so much depth to this game. Anyway, like I said before, Ambrose was very limiting in what he did teach her about magic, specifically alchemy, for whatever reason. And even though she was very interested in learning alchemy, he wouldn't really try to help her with it, and he would even try to downplay her interests anytime she would mention it. That progressed into more controlling behavior later on. Things she thought was him being overprotective, but realized he was just being controlling. Alright, so I decided to change Tessa's hairstyle because it kept clipping with Lyra's face when she got in the back carrier, and I knew that was gonna drive me crazy. So here's our new hairstyle. I tried to match the length. This is what I think it would look like if she had it pinned up, because her hair is naturally long. Anyways, Tessia and Lyra are visiting Finchwick to grab a few groceries, maybe explore the town a little, but the first thing I want her to do is haggle.
Serpino,
okay, so let's see if we can get that newcomer discount. Yes, we got it. You drive a hard bargain. Tell you what, I'll give you 25% on anything in the store. How about that, huh? That's amazing. Let's get a little bit of everything. I love that they sell other ingredients from my food mods, like the brazen lotus, blueberries, and raspberries. And I plan on planting some of these fruits and berries, which is perfect for Tessia because she actually loves baking. She dreams of opening her own little bakery shop with homegrown ingredients, but we're not really there yet. We still need the funds to buy a place. So if you didn't know, now you know. This is Sarah Scott. She's the owner of the Gnome's Arms Pub. I put Lyra down in a resting area, so she's fine. Tessie is hungry right now, so I'm gonna have her get some food in her. Bangers and mash. I really want to see what that looks like. So she and Sarah are just chatting casually. I think Sarah is welcoming her to Hinford and Bagley and saying that she actually has a daughter around Lyra's age and thinks that they should have a play date sometime. So maybe we'll do that next episode. I'm just gonna queue up some more interactions so Tessia can get to know Sarah. Tessia has learned Sarah is a pub owner at Gnome's Arms. Okay, we know that already.
Gshade. Tribnathenib.
Fricka Gungane Ansa.
Family.
Batanabi Scansis. Domira Yen. Shibi. Jabina.
I actually want to know Tessia's impression of Sarah. So, she's strong-minded. This sim has a very confident, empowered vibe, be it real or just a facade. Okay. Also, this is Sarah's family, sorry. Her husband, Simon Scott, and her daughter, Sylvia Scott. It's a lot of alliteration. I also think she's talking about introducing her, Tess, to other families and talking about how they like to support each other considering it's a small town. But I think Tessia is being a bit guarded. She's not really sharing where she's from or what brought her here, and honestly, that makes sense. She's also dodging personal questions, and even though Sarah seems nice, it's hard for her to open up to anyone at the moment. But I think they'll change, it just takes time. And it also seems like they get along with Sarah, despite her acting a little bit dodgy. And Sarah even has the hero personality type, so... Oh. Oh, snap. No. Did y'all see her face? Sarah's like, are you gonna get that? You just gonna let it rain? And then Tessie is just like, oh no, it's just spam. I heard that you're really just supposed to let those ring sometimes when that happens. You can... But yeah, you can see that Tessa's mood has completely shifted. Well, not completely. She's still confident. She's still masking, but she's tense. She got this tense mood lit up. It says, but what if, from tension. Tessia has worries piling up and can't maintain their confidence in the face of it. Mood lit decks come up. Okay, what are they talking about? From Paranoid Trait. Paranoid Sims don't like being around others that are whispering. What are they talking about? Are they talking about me? Since there isn't really a way for me to block his phone calls, we just have to ignore them. But that's really awkward to any spectators around. So I think we're just gonna go home back early. I don't think she can handle this stress. Back home again, Lyra's asleep, the animals are fed, and Tessia's just taking a moment to herself. Today was okay. Good in some ways. Meeting Sarah. We did get to see a little bit of Finchwick, but we weren't able to explore because of that call. It really shook her, and when she got home, she baked a pie, so baking really calms her nerves, and luckily that worked. Right now, she's writing in her journal about her day, basically how everything was peaceful until the call. And even though she was still feeling pretty confident, she didn't really let her mess slip in front of Sarah, but she still feels really anxious about Sarah thinking she's odd for leaving so soon, Ambrose finding her, maybe even taking Lyra away from her. She's just really hoping he doesn't find her. She's really just catastrophizing one phone call, but that's just how she feels. Earlier when she got home from Finchwick, a moodlet actually popped up. House fire hallucination from fear of fire. Tessia suddenly has a vivid picture in her mind of her house up in flames, and she can't seem to shake it. So this is from her fear of fire, and she's really shaken up. And I kind of alluded to the breaking point that made Tess want to leave Ambrose in the backstory, but the reason Tess became afraid of fire is because in their last argument, Ambrose cast a fire spell that wasn't really directed towards her, but more as a warning towards her in a fit of rage. However, the flames caught on the side of her face, and even though he was able to dissipate the flames as soon as he realized what was happening, the damage was already done, and it left. This is a scar from that incident. Now, she doesn't think he'll find her. She put a non-tracking spell on herself in Lyra, but I think she might start learning some defense magic just in case. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts or ideas for Tessia's story. And if you're into cozy systems, let's plays with a touch of magic, go ahead and like and subscribe. There's much more coming soon. I am out.